First off, I'm a veteran, and so when I got involved with the Morgantown Marathon and through Operation Welcome Home, I thought it was really important to make sure that people knew that this marathon was about the veterans. The money was going to support the veterans. So it was really great when especially WVU got involved because they're my employer, and so I may be a little bit prejudiced, but I was glad especially that WVU Medicine got involved to help support the marathon. And I just think it's really great to have the city, the people, the runners to know who they're running this marathon, not just for themselves, but in support of the veterans. And so the Heroes Mile, we try to dedicate each mile to a different veteran. For example, the School of Nursing, there are two nurse veterans in particular that I'm really consider heroes of mine. Margaret Faye Perry is a local woman who was a flight nurse in the Korean War, and she died in a plane crash. And her family is here in Morgantown, and they've been connected with the School of Nursing because obviously she was a nurse. We're dedicating a mile to her, and her family, one of her great nieces actually lives on the mile that's dedicated to her. So I'm really excited about that, and they'll be out there cheering. Another mile is for Ruby Bradley. She was the most decorated nurse veteran in the entire state of West Virginia, and she was in World War II as well as Korea and served in the Philippines during the Bataan Death March era. And Ruby Bradley was from southern West Virginia, or no, Spencer, West Virginia, and is just a hero of mine. As a veteran myself, having served in Gulf War I and II, one of the vets I remember in particular, Specialist First Class Alwyn Cash, was about the 2000th casualty of the war, I believe, and he was a true American hero. And he's not a local person, but he is a hero to me. He went back in to a Bradley fighting vehicle 6 times to get his buddies out, even though he suffered third-degree burns himself. He later died from his wounds in 2005, but I was there when he was brought in, and I will never forget that night. I will never forget the night that we sent all of him and his buddies back to the States through Germany, and the cost that war is not free. And so these hero miles are especially important to me for individuals like Ruby Bradley, Margaret Faye Perry, and Specialist Alwyn Cash.